Silo Season 2's Episode 8 suggests that Solo's attackers are children, making it hard not to wonder who they are, how they ended up in Silo 17, and what they want from Juliet and Solo. Since the beginning of Silo Season 2, Juliet's story has barely progressed and revolved primarily around her struggles to return home. However, her journey has still been engrossing because she has faced one dire challenge after another in her quest to build herself a suit and find a way to go back to Silo 18 before it is too late. In Silo Season 2's early episodes, her narrative revolved around her efforts to build herself a new suit that would potentially protect her from the outside world's harsh conditions. When she eventually completes this mission and even manages to get her hands on a spare helmet in Silo 17, her story takes another turn when Solo hides her suit and asks her to fix Silo 17's water pump. Just when it looked like Juliet would finally be able to leave Silo 17, a group of survivors, who are incredibly young, attacked her, forcing her to understand what they want from her and Solo. Are the attackers in Silo 17 kids and teens? They seem to be no more than 18 years old. When Juliet first encounters one of the attackers in Silo Season 2's Episode 8, they warn her to stay away. They even attack Juliet when she tries to reason with them, making it hard not to believe they are an adult. However, towards the ending arc of Silo Season 2's Episode 8, Juliet runs into another one of them and ends up overpowering them after a brief showdown. To her surprise, as soon as she removes the hood covering their face, she realizes they are a child. Moments later, a few others arrive to rescue the young survivor and threaten Juliet to back off. Although the rescuers seem slightly older than the child Juliet fights in the Silo episode, they, too, seem no older than 18 years. Juliet is baffled after realizing that they are all children, forcing her to wonder what they are doing in a seemingly abandoned silo and what they want from Solo, who has remained inside his vault for several years. Why young survivors would be living in Silo 17? They might be survivors of the rebellion like Solo. Steve Zahn as Solo in Silo custom image by Dhruv Sharma. While it would make sense to assume that the young survivors have been around in Silo 17 since the rebellion, Solo's timeline contradicts this theory. In an early episode from Silo Season 2, Solo accidentally hinted that he was barely a teenager when the Silo 17 rebellion happened. Since he is easily at least 40 in the show's present timeline, it would be safe to believe that the rebellion happened 2 to 3 decades ago. Since none of the attackers seem older than 18, they could not have been around during the rebellion. This raises the possibility that the attackers arrived in Silo 17 from a different silo. Or, they are the children of other survivors of Silo 17's rebellion and were born after the rebellion killed almost everyone else in the silo. Since its opening moments, Silo Season 2 has been presenting strange distant camera angles in the Silo 17 scenes, hinting that the children have been watching Juliet since the beginning. Someone also chopped Juliet's rope when she tried to swing from one end of the silo to another. Since Solo was inside his vault when this happened, it seems likely the kids cut her rope. Did the other Silo 17 survivors threaten Solo with the wall message? The kids' parents might have threatened Solo. Juliet noticed a threat on the wall outside Solo's vault in Silo Season 2's initial episodes and even found a few dead bodies that seemed relatively less old compared to the ones outside Silo 17. This could mean that, like Solo, a couple managed to survive the rebellion that wiped out Silo 17's remaining population. The couple not only had children after the rebellion but also tried to break into Solo's vault to look for food and shelter. In retaliation, Solo killed the two, believing that it was his responsibility to protect the silo's vault. Little did he realize that the couple also had children. Realizing that Solo had killed their parents, the children waited for the right opportunity to exact revenge on him. When Juliet arrived in Silo 17 in Silo Season 2's opening moments, Solo finally left his vault, giving the kids the perfect chance to attack him.